Vin.
I'm sorry.
If you would like to get your song reviewed, dear listener, there's the Filthy Capitalist option. As Sori says, $125 gets you straight to the head of the line. You don't have to be a part of the alliance. You don't have to be part of the group.
Wait a minute.
And the biggest thing is you don't have to wait. You hop, skip, and jump right in front of everybody. $125 gets you there. You do that 3 times, and you get mashed down to the $75 rate for perpetuity.
Yes!
Also, there is a band review option. So if you've got a band and you're trying to get your band some exposure, hit me up at villageXchange@gmail.com, and I'll show you the details about how to pull that off.
You can also jump on Patreon, and there is a option on the tiers to be able to get your band reviewed. Obviously, we can't lie to you, so we can't guarantee a positive review. Get what you get.
It's just rubbish.
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 That's British for garbage.
My favorite is the community option. $1 at the gate gets you in at Patreon. You get to join an alliance. The alliance joins their points together, and that helps determine what songs that we do.
The alliances hang out on Discord.
Message me on Patreon to get the link.
And they do all kinds of other cool things. They do Minecraft, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's really a community within the community. Anybody can go on the village, facebook.com/Vin and Sori. There's 160,000+ people on the channel. What's cool about the Discord is that it offers a real opportunity for community connection, friendship, that type of thing.
And it's on Discord, so if you're not a Facebook person, it's for you.
You start off at $1.
Right.
Plus you get exclusives. Sori and I are working on a song. So the first 15 seconds of that was on Patreon. Also, at $15 here and above, when we actually debut the video, they're going to be there live with us. There you are, dear listener.
Buy our merch.
And a child shall lead them
To buy our merch.
to buy our merch.
All right, so this is the final song of our DJ stream. Again, I saw the first 2 lines of the song, and I'm super excited for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have gone. This is now Mexican. This is like the UN. This is like the UN. We had a song, Serge, who's Turkish, I think. I think Serge is either he's Mediterranean. No, he's Armenian. What am I talking about? So you had Serge, who's Armenian. The second band was White Rat, right? Blanca, La Rata Blanca, whatever. That was...
No, the second one was Nuclear Assault.
The second was Nuclear Assault, right. The third song was El Rata Blanca.
Mm-hmm. Then we had Extra Pan.
Blanca, and then you had Extra Pan, and then Triste, whatever. This is a Mexican band. So 4 out of the 5 selections. This was the UN, ladies and gentlemen.
The translation for this song is literally called Sad Love Song.
Yeah.
You know how I am about love songs, and especially how I am about sad love songs. So you may be right, Mike. It might have been a good choice.
Sadie got it. The International Sonic Tour, subhanAllah. Yeah. It's the International Sonic Tour, and then we're going to do a little mini Ask Me Anything after. Perk says, calling an Armenian a Turk. Big oof. I know. That's horrible. That's like calling a...
I know.
Really bad. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Perkinos, for always being there to point out my stupidity. Having said that, let's listen to Triste Cancion so we can take our eyes off of my mistake.
Unexpected.
Oh, this is like got that 70s feel. Got that 70s feel.
What is the lyrical style going to be like?
Ella existió solo en un sueño. Él es un poema que el poeta nunca escribió. Sus almas para darle vida a esta triste canción de amor.
Song brings me back.
A esta triste canción de amor. Él es como el mar, ella es como la luna. En las noches de luna llena hacen el amor. canción de amor.
Damn. Santana in the house. This is some feel good shit, bro.
Yep.
Woohoo! A sax solo. Talk to him. Talk to him.
Él es como un dios, ella es como una virgen. Y los dioses les enseñaron a pecar. Y en la eternidad los dos unieron sus almas para darle vida a esta triste canción de amor. De amor. La ra 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 ra. La ra 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 ra. La ra 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 ra. La ra 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 ra.
You're not out of control.
Got a little blast beat. I got a little blast. Y'all hearing this shit? What? Blacking out right now. Are you hearing this shit right now? Holy moly!
Okay, we see you. We see you, DJ Mike.
Estamos muchos españoles activos. Haha! Boop, 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 boop. Talk to him, brother minister. Listen, man.
Ladies, I'm pretty sure that Mike is single, so this is his playlist. I mean, do what you want with it.
Do what you will with that, dear listener.
Yep. Sad
Shout
love
out.
song. Woo!
Shout out to Mexico. Viva Mexico. Talk to him. Hey, we gotta take a second. We gotta take a second for Mexico real quick. Nah, it's gotta be louder than that, Mexico. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, Mexico. Try again. Try again. Try again. That's Mexico, dummies. That was so good, bro. That look. So you had.
I buy a tequila for this song, but I'm in a Muslim country.
Who said that? Astaghfirullah. Astaghfirullah. You just finished Ramadan. What's wrong with you, boy?
It did make me
Hummer is haram.
It did make me feel like having some sort of a drink or something, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Listen, man.
And a red dress.
Okay, so being in the Bronx, Fordham Road, 171st. I used to get off on the 4 trans where we used to live. So our crew was over here in it was our neighborhood, and then you had Plimpton. They used to call it. They used to call it Plimpton. And they used to call me Jamaica. They were like, yo, Jamaica, okay, ven aquí, Jamaica, ven aquí.
What does it mean?
Jamaica.
Oh, they were calling you Jamaica?
Yeah. So everybody's wearing, the Latin Kings, they would wear the Puerto Rican flag, that was the bandana, or they'd wear yellow.
Okay.
And the Bloods had red and Chris had blue. And, like, I wanted to wear a bandana. I was like, man, fuck this shit. So I had, like, a Jamaican bandana. I was like, what's up? I'm like, it's Jamaican, nigga. What you think, nigga? It was like, all right, whatever. I'm like, all right, come on. So you had, our block was over there. Like, we were 171st. And it was basically black dudes the whole time. Then on the other side, it was like walking distance. We used to call them the little courts.
The little courts?
The little courts. Because it was like it was a school, but there was a basketball, like, thing attached to it.
Yep.
But one side of the court had it so that the little kids could play, so everybody called it the little courts.
Okay.
But it was literally it's called Plimpton Park. So anyway, so we had 171st, and then the Spanish guys, the Nietas and the Latin Kings had their part.
Okay.
And we were cool. Everybody was cool with everybody. Like, so the Spanish guys came to our place. We came to the little courts. Like, if it was dead on our side, everybody like, yo, you want to go to the little courts? If it was dead on the little courts, they'd go to our side. And everything was cool. I mean, one of my guys got in a fight with one of theirs one time, but it was all good. But anyway, Spanish people, they just blast that shit literally 24/7. And there was one summer, I forgot the name of the song, but it was like there was this one song that they played a million times, like back to back to back to back to back. And at the time, like, I hated it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the music was loud. Some of it was like code for the drug dealers and stuff. Like, they would put the music on when the DTs were coming in. They'd turn it up really, really loud. So if you heard the music go really, really loud, all the drug dealers would.
No way.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow. That's
we had
smart,
we had that shit down to a science, for real. Mini Pepa, gracias, muchas gracias. But yeah, like, it just, that whole, like, the whole vibe just got me, like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, back in that. And at the time, like, I hated it because it was over and over again. But now it's like, damn, like, that was so. And, like, there was so much culture because, like, we'd be playing basketball. But then on the side, you see a guy and a girl dancing, like, doing the little thing and the cerveza and all that shit. Like, there was just so much culture happening.
What's a cerveza? Is that a
beer?
soda or a beer?
Cerveza,
okay.
Yeah, cerveza. Like, there was just so much, like, culture happening that I took it for granted. Then you come up here and, like, that's why I love, like, when those Norwegian guys talk about, like, their fathers and the past and all that shit. Like, it's, like, really, it's amazing. Like, but, like, the Spanish people at the time, man, they were just, like, so, like, with that shit,
Yeah.
And so they were playing it. So it just reminded me of that. I was just and it would, like, go into the night. Summer in New York is something special, man, because, like, right now there'd be, like, music playing, there'd be kids outside, obviously you'd be shooting, whatever.
Yeah.
But if it was in your hood, and, like, you were at peace, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing like it. You just every day there's always a party. It's just unbelievable. I talk about New York a lot negatively, but there were, like, really amazing positive aspects about growing up in New York, particularly the Bronx and particularly the Hispanic community. The Hispanic community.
I just got to shout out Roy here because he said he has been 18 years sober.
Where is that?
He said he also was like, with the tequila, but also that I think for 18 years he's been sober. Right there.
Holy shit.
So
okay.
Shout out to Roy.
Hey, big DJ.
That's
shout
awesome.
out to Roy.
Yeah.
Good catch, Sori. Good job. Now we gotta go bigger. All right. R.I.P. ears. It's about to go down. Hey, Roy. 18 days. 18 weeks.
18 years.
18
right?
years. Holy
18
shit.
years.
Talk to him, Roy.
Good job, Roy.
Talk to him,
You're
Roy.
an inspiration.
You are a badass, bro. Holy shit. 18 years sober. Stay on it, bro. Stay on it.
Yep.
Stay on it, bro.
So you're saying the summertime?
So yeah, like the whole song, and it's true. Somebody said it like the best. Like one of the things that like those guys have mastered. They can tell a sad story, but they do it with major chords and up tempo, because they loved partying and feeling good. But even when they're talking about depressing shit, they still found a way to like, hey, it's the bright side of life, man. At the time, At the time, I didn't see the value.
Yeah.
In it, because, you know, I was
Yeah.
focused on blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, I didn't see the wisdom until now. On the other side of shit, I'm like, yeah, you can recognize that there's negative shit in the world, but you can still dance on that shit. And like, they're really, in my opinion, they are the masters at that. Like that, that is like one of their, as far as art goes, obviously Hispanic people, Latinos have contributed a bunch to the world, but as far as art goes, I think that's like, they're the masters of that shit. Like, and that's the thing, like when you're in the ghetto and shit, now it makes a lot of sense to why that music was so important.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because like,
Yep.
and it, you know, what's really crazy is that there was a lot of dysfunction, family dysfunction in the ghetto, but the Spanish people, like they found ways to stay together. I think it's weird. Like even when they weren't together, they still found a way to be like together.
Well, yeah, I remember you
kids
saying
are taken care of, that type of thing.
that when the Spanish girls would get pregnant in high school, the girls just kind of came around them, and it was a celebration. But if it was other ones, it wasn't like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that
massive celebration when Hispanic girls got pregnant in high school. It was very strange for me.
Yeah.
Because that's not how it was on our side.
Right.
Girl got pregnant, like it was almost like a funeral, damn it. Go ahead.
I think that I've always had like this.
Damn, Sadie.
What happened?
Okay, Sadie. Okay. We're gonna pray your husband right into that.
Yeah.
We're gonna pray your husband right into that, Sadie.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. We continue.
I think that so because people, especially like lots of Americans, are very separated from their heritage because they become Americans instead of knowing what their history was. So there was not like growing up, there wasn't like a lot of like, this is your culture, this is your people, this is where you came from. There really wasn't a whole lot of that. And I think that I've always had this sort of like inward like cry that wants to date back to my ancestors. It wants to reach to something that's far deeper than me and see who were the people that are my people. And because I'm so separated from my history and who I am and what I am predominantly.
They were devils.
That's nice. When I see cultures like together, so there was a bunch of people out in the front, and they were, I think, preparing for a wedding. They were all dancing. It was like, turn it up. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It made me like happy to see them, but then very, very, very sad and lonely feeling, because I wouldn't even know how to integrate myself into that, because you know, we weren't allowed to dance, all that stuff. That was like, no, like this is the most you were doing, you know? And so when I see people dancing,
not even at a wedding?
No.
Wow.
We were always sitting at the tables when everybody was dancing at the wedding. The only time that there was any exception to that.
And what was the logic?
Well, there was always like a lot of fear that if you started dancing, then you might start dancing like sexually, or you know, where's this going to go? And well, you know how the weddings.
I will say,
I mean,
I officiated one wedding. Don't ask me to officiate your weddings. Well, two, but the first one that I did. Yeah, they were very, very young, and it was all these, you know, so I did it or whatever, and then I went to the, you know, I'm horrible with ceremonies. I'm a terrible ceremony guy. So I went to the
reception.
The reception. That I was gonna call it a wake.
God, by God, babe.
I'm dead ass here. I'm so bad with this stuff. The only reason I would go to my own funeral is because I don't have a choice. Like, I'm not a big ceremony person. Honestly, like, if it was up to me, you would just take me and just go on with your life. But she's not going to do that because she's so sentimental. yeah, like, and it got pretty raunchy.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? Them white folks put on that 50 Cent.
Yeah.
And I saw some shit from some people. These are all people I went to church with. You know what I'm saying? So that was the shit I had never seen before.
Yeah, we would go to weddings and we would be there for the reception, like the kind of, because everybody would eat, and then we would be like rushed out, like when all of a sudden like the music would start turning up, then we were like, my parents were like, it's time to go, and we would leave. And, you know, people would always be looking at us. But I thought that we were doing I thought that it must be really, really bad what these people were going to do because they were all staying and we were leaving. So.
Right. And if y'all was leaving, that was a real. I just love this song was so crazy, man. It was just such a good song. It had everything in it. It had that rooted feel. It made me feel like cracking open a cerveza and just, you know, doing.
Yeah, it made me want to have fun.
Doing my little thing. And man, but at the same time, there was still metal in it. There's still guitar solos.
Yeah.
You know, that Ex Japan song, I was like, there's no way in the world anything is gonna top this. Holy shit. How much of a badass do you have to be? DJ Mike again. This is the second. This is like, and I hate saying shit like this because it's always gonna get misinterpreted. But it's the second DJ stream this guy has come with. He's coming with the heat. He's come with.
Do you think that this one was better than the one before?
I do. I like it better than the one before. Only because of how far it took me back. Like, if you would have been able to experience One Summer in New York, this song would be an 11 for you because it's just like. So this is a song I'll probably listen to like once or twice a year because it's like so close to me emotionally. But man, it's an 11 for me for sure.
So I think for me it has to be a 10 because I really, really enjoyed it, but at the same time it also makes me sad because I don't have culture.
I mean, you do have culture, but I hear what you're saying.
What do you mean I have culture? What is it?
I mean, everybody has culture.
What do you mean you get what I'm saying?
What culture are you talking about?
Well, when you say you don't have culture, you're talking about like your ancestors and
I have no clue
being
really
able to take the baton and continue it.
Yeah, I don't have any of that.
Yeah, I hear you. And that's what these guys did. They took the baton from their culture and they made it distinctly Hispanic, distinctly, Mexican, Latino, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. But it still had metal. They built on the foundation of what they inherited from their ancestors. And I just think that's it. What more can you ask from a musician than to do that? Mm-hmm. You are from where you're from. And like we've seen it, like we saw, this is why I'm going to give this song an 11. Because when you look at the other bands, it's like, oh, that's a good Japanese Dream Theater. Oh, that's a good, Latino, what do you call that band? Iron Maiden. Mm-hmm. Oh, that New York band, they're a good metallic. Like this band is by themselves. Like they took what their fathers gave them and then they
made something
they
very
expanded
unique.
it.
Yeah.
And that's the most
they were formed in the late 60s.
No other band can say what these guys have said tonight. So that's why it's getting an 11. Just a really, really good song, really good band. Amber's talking about it, how you just get brought back to your childhood. It's an 11 for me. I love this song. It's required listening for sure. I'm definitely going to show it to my kids because, Hispanic is part of their heritage. So,
And we'll take it out sometime when we're all downstairs dancing.
Yes. Okay. What do you give it?
So I'm going with a 10. So because it made me a little bit sad that I don't have that. Yeah.
There you are, dear listener. Vin out.
Sorry out.
Gone.